Hey everyone, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another plan with me to share with you all. And this week we are planning for the week of November 13th to November 19th using the super appropriately named and themed kit called October Lane from ScribblePrintsCo. I usually save all of my autumn, like super autumn fall themed kits for after Halloween. I feel like September I always do kind of like witchy as a precursor to the spooky weeks, and then October is obviously spooky things, and then also like babies and weddings for some reason lately. So I save all of my fall kits for like right before Thanksgiving, and then after Thanksgiving, of course, we have the Holly Jolly weeks. But yes, I'm using the October Lane kit from ScribblePrintsCo. I love the kind of almost monochromatic look of this kit, so I decided to color block this week as well because it just kind of looks like a nice gradient from like the orange to these kind of like peachier colors. Like they're not orange, but they're like peachy pink and like a little peachy beige. So I really like it. I'm also pairing it with it's the orange holographic foil from ScribblePrintsCo. It came in a bundle and it's like the confetti one. But it's a very stinking pretty. And I also paired it with what are they? Like the square box outlines, the half box outlines from Planet Hannah. I love those things. I hope you guys know what I'm talking about, but they're like when you like put some like you could put some foil in the half box and like the square boxes, you'll see it. But I've done it before and I've used them before and I love it. I feel like it adds a little extra sparkle, especially if it's like a very holographic foil. And it just like really kind of jazzes up a week, as if bougie boxes and underlays and overlays don't already like jazz up a week. These just elevate it, make it a little special. But my intention with this week, where not much was going on this week, my intention was just to add as much of that orange foil as I possibly could because I was kind of obsessed with it. And I did get to use it, something similar. Well, it was from Planet Hannah for like 2 weeks ago for the Magical Boo kit. So I was kind of obsessed with this orange and happy to use it more than one time during this year. So yeah, like I said, this week wasn't anything crazy going on. It was my uncle's birthday and we had his birthday dinner at the end of the week. And I also got to see the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes with my sister over the weekend. But honestly, I could not, like, I'm looking at my planner but not taking anything in right now because we're not going day by day yet, but which I should because I see my planner. I see myself in the sidebar. Oh, see, these boxes. Aren't they beautiful? I feel like you guys already knew what I was talking about. But yeah, like I feel like if you asked me what happened this week, I wouldn't be able to tell you except that it was my uncle's birthday. And that's about it. So yeah, in the sidebar, I have this gorgeous tall box of this fashion person. And then I have two habit trackers, a square box with a little Pumpkin Paper Co. sticker with like a little orange fox because orange is the theme, and reading because I did do a lot of reading this week. I got through pretty much the entire Honeywood theme park series, which is like 4 books. I finished the first one around this time, like at the beginning of the week, and then by the time the week ended, I was already on the last one. So I thought it fitting to mark it with the reading sticker. Then I put down a pattern piece of washi, this week's sticker, and some to-dos underneath with a small ombre heart checklist. Then moving on to Monday, the first thing I marked down was that I went to work and I spent a majority of the day reading All Downhill with You, which is the first book in the Honeywood theme park series. I am just gonna like skip past like every book I read. These books get better and better the more that you read them. The author writes in the beginning that you can read them out of order, and they are all standalones, but I feel like you get the vibe and the timeline of things better if you just read them in order. You gain nothing by reading them in a different order unless like you just happen to stumble upon one book and you read that and you didn't know it was a series. Also, I think it's like a little bit spoilery like once you get going, because like the first book starts at one part of like a summer and then it ends like maybe like a year and a half later, but like you're following different people. I'm saying all of this without trying to spoil anything. They're all very like obvious tropes, and they are like happily ever afters, so you're gonna get your happy ending, but still, I don't want to spoil anything. And like I said, they do get progressively better as you read them. So I really liked All Downhill With You. I liked what was the next one? The Fiction Between Us was super cute. And then the third one was like oh no, is All Downhill With You? There was another one. Was All Downhill With You not? Wait. What was the third book? Fiction Between Us. I feel like that's the second book. Oh no. Is that the third one? Okay. Maybe I didn't. Is All Downhill With You not the first book? I'm sorry. We are interrupting your regularly scheduled programming because no, that's the first one. The fiction. Oh, never mind. I started the third one at the end of this. I'm like, wait a minute. These books are kind of like, they're not really, but if you read Emily Henry books and you've read all of them, you start to figure out that these are her books and she named them, but you kind of start to feel like she named the books incorrectly. Like Beach Read should actually be, Beach Read should actually be Book Lovers. I think something like that. And then People We Meet on Vacation should actually be Beach Read. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if you've read an Emily Henry book and like a few of them, you get what I'm saying. But yeah. Yes. Anyway, so The Fiction Between Us is good. It's cute. And then Our Ride to Forever is even cuter. And then the last book, I gobbled it up. Oh my God, it's so cute. And you can even see like on Goodreads ratings, which I always take with like a grain of salt, because I don't know how people are rating books, but you like see the scores for the books get like progressively higher as you get down the series. So, all of this to say, it's good. I lost my train of thought there for a second. I didn't actually lose it. I just lost my ability to speak. That's what actually happened. So anyway, spent the majority of the Monday reading All Downhill With You. And then I got home to some happy mail from ScribblePrintsCo. I spent the evening playing Dreamlight Valley and simultaneously watching Selling Sunset because a new season came out. And then me and Kelly got on Discord to watch a YouTube video of a supposed cheetah girl drama that we just never knew was occurring in the background of our lives. So we were getting all the cheetah girl tea, and it was just really funny because for some reason my mic wasn't working on Discord. So we were just like chatting like very enthusiastically about all the things that we were hearing on this YouTube video, which was insane. So if you knew about cheetah girl drama, I didn't. And if you didn't know, there's a YouTube video that goes into detail about all the dynamics of the cheetah girls, which is just very interesting. Okay, moving on to Tuesday. The first thing I did was treat myself to a little bagel because I think I was feeling a bagel with scallion cream cheese as per usual. And then I finished reading All Downhill With You on my way to work. And of course, I went to work, did my thing, cleaned some teeth. And when I got home, I went grocery shopping. Couldn't tell you for what. What did I get groceries for? I don't remember. I know it wasn't my Thanksgiving groceries because one, I hadn't made my list yet, and two, my sister ended up doing it for me, but that's a story for next week. Then I played a lot of Dreamlight Valley and again simultaneously watched Selling Sunset, and then ended the day by typing up scripts for the previous plan with me. Then moving on to Wednesday, I started The Fiction Between Us, which is the second book. And then I went to work, and on my way home from work, I don't think I was like in the mood to read. If my Kindle is not in my Scrubs pocket, which fun fact, it fits into my Scrubs pocket, I kind of get stuck listening to music on my walk home. And then by the time I get on the bus, I just kind of get stuck listening to music, which I'm okay with. I kind of zone out, but it just means that like I don't pick up my Kindle. Did that story make any sense? I feel like it did and it didn't. But anyway, I listened to music and then I had a wax appointment. So I went to that. Then I came home, watched more Selling Sunset as I pulled up some stickers and I guess filled in the spread for last week. And then I went to bed reading Apollo's Legacy, which I don't know if I mentioned, no, because I'm still reading the Mars Challenge, but Apollo's Legacy is a book about the moon landings and all like the perspectives on it. So like the right side, the left side, the middle side, the people who think that it didn't even happen side, like all of these things. I only got a few pages in. It's doing what it's supposed to. It's my nighttime make me fall asleep book. So I'm only like 20. I don't even think I'm in like the page. I think I'm on page 2, but there's like 15 pages of Roman numeral pages. And I'm like, how do I document this on Goodreads? Because you can't add that. So technically I'm only on page 2. Then moving on to Thursday, I had work yet again, and I read more of The Fiction Between Us and then got some Starbucks. I can't remember if I got it during my lunch break or no, I did get it on my lunch break. I don't know how I can tell, but I know I got it during my lunch break, and I got the gingerbread oat milk chai latte. Or is it just chai? I mean, it is a latte. Oh, yeah. Gingerbread oat milk chai. That's what I got. If you like gingerbread or and like a drink that's like not too sweet and you love chai, I highly recommend this drink. It is so good. Normally I'm a very slow drinker when it comes to coffees or lattes and things like that, but I will sip that cup clean within minutes. It is so good. Then I got home and I filmed. What did I film? Last Week's Plan with Me, I'm guessing. Why is it a fancy label? I guess I had to pull stickers. I don't know. Of course, watch more Selling Sunset. And then I ended the night by playing Dreamlight Valley, as has become a ritual during my night times, but also makes it hard to do anything else because all I want to do is play Dreamlight Valley, especially because I'm trying to complete all of the quests and then kind of redecorate before the new expansion pack comes out. I'm sort of on a no spend, or Jessica, think about what you're spending your money on after Black Friday and Cyber Monday and just like the whole Thanksgiving weekend of shopping. But like I will buy the DLC to Dreamlight Valley. I know they're not making it free to play anymore. But I've already paid twice, once on the Switch and once on the PC. So I'm like suckered in anyway. So I'm going to buy the DLC. Then moving on to Friday, it was my uncle's birthday. So the first thing I marked down was his birthday. And then I published the plan with me, and I went to therapy, and then I had my first dermatology appointment, which was very fast and very efficient. I kind of knew it would be that just because I Googled before. I didn't know what to expect. I was like, do I have to get naked? Do I have to like wear something comfortable? Like what happens at a dermatologist appointment? Because they didn't tell me when I made the appointment, like what to expect or anything like that. But it was very, very thorough, but very, very quick. And I had to like stop her at times. Not that she was like bypassing me, but I was just like, I have questions. I have problem here, and here. At one point, she was just telling me where I had problems, and I was like, are you telling me? Are you asking me? Sounds like you're just telling me, so I believe you. And then I ended up with like 5 prescriptions that I needed, and I've collected 3 out of 5 of them, and I only know what the shampoo does. I don't know what everything else does. And which reminds me, I should probably email them and be like, yo, can you break this down for me? Because everything is like a clindamycin thing or like a ketoconazole, that one thing. But yeah, she basically walked in and she was like, this is wrong. Watch that. Let me know if it gets bigger. And I'm like, what? Okay. Hi, I'm Jessica. But yeah, all of that. And I still really liked her. So I think that's a good vibe. Anyway, moving on. After I got back home, I did some Thanksgiving prep, figured out what recipes I wanted to make for Thanksgiving because it was just going to be me and my mom. My sister was going to her in-laws this year. A lot of my other family members were going to like the other half of the family kind of thing. So it was just me and my mom, and I was totally okay with that. So I offered to cook. So I was just looking up different recipes and getting like a collection of ingredients that I would need to go grocery shopping. And then, of course, I spent a majority of the evening playing Dreamlight Valley. And then my mom really wanted chicken wings, so we ordered some Wingstop, which is always delicious. And we ended the night by watching some Amazing Race, as we always seem to do now on Friday nights. Then moving on to Saturday, I got to sleep in for like the first time in a very long time. To the like 8:00, 8:30 is like, ooh, I slept in really, really weak quotation marks. And then sleeping in for me is like she woke up at 9:30, and I did. And I slept through it. Like I woke up like a few times here and there, but I just slept through it like a baby. I guess a baby doesn't wake up like a million times throughout the night, or I guess they do. I guess I don't know much about babies, but yeah, basically got to sleep in, and I wanted to mark the occasion. Then I went to my nail appointment to get my nails done, which are these super cute French, not tip. They're not, well, I guess they are tip. They're not really tips. They're UV gel on top of my natural fingernail. But they do the French tip, and it's really cool because it has like the midnight blue, and then there's a gold streak underneath it. Very nice. And then the other two nails are little stars. I very much dig this vibe. The Pinterest picture I saw had black instead of like a navy midnight blue, which I thought lent itself more to October, like the spooky season. So I was like, let me do something more festive. So I went for this like blue color, and I love it. It's so pretty. I do only get to wear these nails for 3 weeks. I try to push it off until 4 weeks, but I need to fit in a Christmas set and then in time for a New Year's set. And then after New Year's, I will be waiting like 4 weeks to do Disney nails. So sucks I can't enjoy these for as long as I normally would, but they're going to be beautiful while they last. I also let her keep them a little longer because I knew I was going to come back later. And I'm just like, I love my long nails, but they do sometimes get in the way when you're doing teeth cleaning. I figured out a way to manage. I think at this point, I don't know how to work with my finger flat as a fulcrum on people's teeth, which makes sense if you're a hygienist, but like it basically keeps I guess this is a very basic concept, but keeps my fingers steady in the mouth, my whole hand steady in the mouth. And if my nail gets in the way, like you can't put your finger flat on it. I've gotten creative. I haven't poked anyone yet. Well, no one's told me. So we're just going to keep going until someone tells me, and then I feel super bad and just chop my nails off, as one does. Then I spent the morning finishing up watching Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which for some reason I have not watched up until this point. I started it the night before, and then finished most of it this morning, but I marked it on this day. And then I started to get ready for my uncle's birthday dinner. Then we marked that we went out for my uncle's birthday dinner to a Turkish restaurant, which was delicious. So many delicious potatoes. And then I got home and just sort of relaxed and ended the night by reading the fiction between us. And then I think I stayed up till 2:00 in the morning this day reading this book. So that was great. Then the next day it was Sunday. So I went to Paris Baguette and got a latte and some pastries. Me and my sister were heading out to hang out with my dad. We're going to this place in New Jersey that's very Instagram. I mean, like, we didn't videotape or like take any Instagram pictures in there, but it's like the kind of thing you find out about, like if you're searching for things to do on Instagram. It popped up, and it's one of these like game rooms where they have light up tiles with sensors on the floors, on the walls, different game rooms. And it was so much fun. It's called Activate. I wrote Activate Games because I didn't want to just write Activate. I think it's just called Activate. And it's in that like American Dream Mall, that big mall in New Jersey, like right across the river from Manhattan. So if you're in this area and you're ever looking for something to do, that place is super fun. I feel like you get like a mini workout in. I was sweating. I ended up walking around in a sports bra because that's how hot I got. They have like laser games where you have to like duck and jump over lasers. It was very cool, and I'm excited to go back one day. Maybe I'll have my birthday party there. It sounds like so much fun. Then after that, we went to Yard House, which was conveniently also in the mall. I love Yard House. Their blackened shrimp tacos are just so good. For some reason, they made them extra spicy this time, but still so delicious. And then whenever I'm in the mood for it, they always have like the most crisp Angry Orchard apple cider. Apple cider is just cider. Angry Orchard cider is so good. Then we got home, and I had some Happy Mail to mark, which was all like these Thanksgiving things I bought. I bought like a really cute pitcher, some placemats, and stemless wine glasses that had like a gold rim around them. They were very pretty. I know it was just me and my mom, but I was going to set the vibes either way. Then after that, my sister fell asleep and took a nap. I played some Dreamlight Valley and finished up reading the fiction between us before me and my sister headed out to an evening showing of The Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes, which I really, really enjoyed. It was so good. I love the Hunger Games franchise. Their movies are just so good, and they stay like as true to the book as possible. I think like they're the most like honest to the book adaptations that I've seen. Of course, they take out some details, they put in some of their own, but I thought it was really good. Although I did watch it and realize that if I didn't read the book beforehand, there would be a lot of things that didn't make sense to me. And I feel like the things I know from reading the book filled in gaps of where I was like, what the heck is going on? I'm like, oh yeah, that's happening. But they didn't really explain it in the movie. So I guess that wasn't great. But because I read the book, I was like, oh, I get it. Yeah, so the movie was like 2.5 hours long, but this was the only showtime apparently this day, or any day, and this was the only day that it worked out. My sister didn't have work the next day. I did, but I was like, frig it, let's go see this together. And then when we got home, I just fell asleep reading and starting the third book in the Honeywood series, which was Our Ride to Forever. So yes, that is my week of October Lane in November, where I just spent a lot of time reading and playing Dreamlight Valley and playing with sparkly hollow stickers. Yeah, so nothing interesting, but it was still a decent week. I have no complaints. So yeah, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye!